So guys, there's about 1,000,001 ways to get fat in this place. Let me show you. You know, when you first start out in the industry, it seems like a dream come true because you're dirt poor, you've got no money for food, you're not really saving money because it costs money to make money when you're first starting out, and you're surrounded by craft services. But most of what they serve is just sugar and carbs. Sugar and carbs. If you eat this every day, if you eat this even casually on a regular basis, you're going to gain weight very quickly because you're sitting in a chair 9 to 10 hours a day with very little movement beyond your fingertips. I wish someone had told me years ago about sugar and carbs. I mean, look at this stuff. I'm not even sure if any of it's real. And then they bring this stuff from different places that cater lunches and things to the station. And, you know, there is some protein here. There are some vegetables. Here's some chicken and some shrimp. And then there's that big pan of white rice, pancakes, bagels, syrup made of corn syrup, potatoes, eggs. Those are probably fake too. And these cookies, random. Then there's a popcorn that's semi-healthy, at least you think it is, but it's full of butter and stuff. And then, of course, there are the potlucks and the different parties we have. You need the discipline of Bruce Lee to stay on any kind of diet. And really, guys, it's not that hard to stay on top of it, but you need to plan ahead for the week and do all of your cooking preferably the day before you come to work if you're going to have any success at all. Not eating out, not eating what's at the station, and eating real food. Probably one of the easiest things to make for lunches during the week are grilled chicken breast. You can put enough on the grill to have in your lunch and enough to have for dinner that night. It's pretty easy. You can store them all for the week and put them in the refrigerator. Make a salad to go with it, so basically a grilled chicken salad and some lettuce. Pretty simple. Then I make my own dressing because most dressing has sugar in it or corn syrup. So this one's pretty easy to make. Put the recipe there on the side. Just make sure you shake it up real good and let it set out for at least 24 hours before you eat it. After you get everything prepared, probably the most important thing is to start the day off right, and I like to have breakfast. I like to have breakfast every day, and I usually eat bacon and eggs or sausage and eggs. Believe it or not, I love it. Even on vacation, I go and look for it. So I start the day off high in protein. Sometimes I have a half a grapefruit, but sometimes I'll save my grapefruit for later on. It all depends really on exactly how hungry I am, but breakfast, if you're going to work all day and not be hungry, is very important. Another important thing in the morning, for me at least, is a nice strong cup of coffee. I grind my own and I use a French press. But I also put a little bit of fiber in my coffee in the morning just to keep me full longer. And then I don't feel hungry right when I get to work. The nice thing about pre-packing all of your lunches is that it doesn't really take a whole lot of time to get your stuff ready in the morning. So everything's already packaged up. You just need to grab it and put it in your kit. You can cook breakfast at the same time. And by the time you're finished putting everything together, you're ready to eat breakfast, which is great. Just make sure you take your dressing in something that's not going to leak all over the place, because believe me, that's a mess. When lunchtime comes, all you really have left to do is to cut up your chicken and prepare your salad. And you have something that really you can't even buy in the store that you just saved probably $14 right here. And it's a good size. Bring some other things to snack on. I like cauliflower. The celery's good too. And then later on, for my afternoon snack, I can eat my grapefruit. And this time of year, the grapefruits are great. You don't even need to have sugar on them or any kind of artificial sweetener. You can eat them straight, just the way they are. Probably one of the most difficult times during the day is in the evening times at night when you get off, because often it's late. You've sat in traffic probably an hour, hour and a half, and the last thing you want to do is go to the kitchen and cook something. But I'm telling you, you can cook dinners at home and have things prepared and have it ready to eat hot, and it'll save you money and time and just about everything else. Calories, fat, you name it, your waistline, your health. Basically, you can do it all in 30 minutes and have a great meal and eat it too. Every bit of it. And it's a big plate. Most of it's vegetables and protein, but you don't need all the carbs, you don't need all the pastas, you don't need all the bread. So just take it into account and save yourself some worry and get back to a healthy lifestyle, eating real food. This spiraler is probably one of the neatest things I've come across in a while. It's fun to use at night. Anything green you can pretty much cook together, and spices really is what make it taste good. So I use just about anything, but very little salt. Figure you can salt it at the end to your taste. And pepper, of course, is a necessity. I love mushrooms. They're one of my favorite things. Been eating them forever. They're good in everything. Buy some real cheese though, a nice block of Parmesan. The Parmesan cheese you buy in a can is not all cheese. So, and it tastes better too to use fresh cheese, grate your own. Takes a little bit more time and you have to watch your fingers, but it'll taste better in the end and it's better for you. All of this in 30 minutes. 30 minutes, you can have this. Well guys, I hate to break it to you, but editing, animating, graphic design, anything pretty much where you're working at a computer is a sedentary job. And you need to maintain your health somehow. And the easiest way to do that is by eating the right food every day and eating real food and kind of staying away from stuff in a box, the sugar, the carbs. Just take it from me. I wish I'd gotten this advice years ago. It's easier to maintain your weight, easier to maintain your health, and you feel better too. You have more energy. You have less need for naps during the day, at least I do, and I feel better now that I've changed my diet as well. Just night and day difference. I wish I'd known about this 15 years ago. It really would have, the work would have been different, I guess, you know. So, at any rate, it's just advice. I'm not a nutritionist, and if you have any questions about some of the things I do, I'll be happy to answer that. Please leave them in the comments below. Give me a like, share, subscribe. I always appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Until next time, I'll catch you later.